2023.
What is the growth strategy for the startups in SME sector, and how can we enable the startups to scale up, and how digitization is probably going to be an impact in a positive way to help do that, and some of the policies of the government, MSME Act, and incentives, benefits, if you want to throw some light on, I think I would want each one of you to spend a few minutes giving your thoughts.
Government is doing extremely well to promote startups. In Telangana especially, we are having TIAP, our CEO is also there. The kind of impetus it is giving to the startup, it is tremendous. Similarly, we are having VHub for promoting women entrepreneurs to enter into their entrepreneurial journey. So this kind of facilities which government is giving, it is giving boost to the startups. I remember when we were young and student, we were not having all these kind of facilities. What the young students or young entrepreneurs, tech-savvy students, what they are having today. If you click to the Google, you will get a dearth of information. A gold mine, it's there. Whatever information, a click of a button, you are there. It is available. Data is available. So now it has become a data mining for all of us, and data mining is also become a big business. So for any startup to grow, there are a lot of opportunities. No doubt, challenges are always there. And I think Walt Disney has correctly said, if you can dream it, you can do it. So it has to, we have to dream it. And moreover, failure is a stepping stone for success, and start more intelligently. So should not feel that we are getting failed or we are not able to. One bad step may lead you towards failure, but you can do it. And startups, and at Federation also we have got 20 expert committees. So out of 20 expert committees, one expert committee is startup. We have started a startup expert committee 5 years back, and it's being headed by one entrepreneur. He's a venture capitalist. He himself is a venture capitalist. So thank you, I think. Thank you for giving this opportunity.
We are one of the startups working to digitize the waste management ecosystem in the country. I think it's a brilliant time to be a startup. So if you look at, actually, we have technology in everybody's hands. So we can reach to anyone, any consumer out there. And especially taking like a country like India, we have leapfrogged from where we were. We have a India stack technology which enables us to provide, authenticate anyone, actually collect payments from anyone. So it is a brilliant open stack which is available for everyone. Also, India has come to the limelight, especially if you look at G20, B20 at this point of time. There's so much buzz about India. I mean, the world is looking up to India. India is the only one which is having the highest rate of growth in a world where we're looking at actually the recessionary trends which are showing up in different parts of the world. Now, coming to actually being an SME or a startup, I think is also a great time, because we are trying to solve problems, the unsolved problems, the complex problems which are out there. So there's so many opportunities if you think about, ecosystem like India. There's so many problems to be solved yet. And we can pick on the right problems and we can solve them. And to do this, we don't need a lot of investment, unlike the way it was probably 2 decades ago. But today, if you have the right problem, if you can size the market problem correctly, then getting to the market and providing the right solutions does not take a lot. We can pretty much work in a SaaS mode. We can start with actually something, a small team, solve the right problems, MVPs, and get out there. And there's so many things to measure in terms of if you're going the right direction, pivot, keep pivoting. The failure comes very cheap in today's world. It's only in terms of are we picking the right problems and are we pivoting correctly. And scaling is not a problem. Once you found the right problem to be solved, and once you found the product market fit, then scaling is there is cloud infrastructure which is available, like AWS, Azure of the world, provides so much robust technology where we don't need to worry about the security and all those things. So I believe we have everything which is out there. I mean, right from the teams, like the talent which is required, the funding, the ecosystem and infra. It's great time to be a startup.
So today, if you look at, we have a government department called DPIIT, which publishes numbers on, how many registered startups and so on. So we today have 85,000 startups registered and probably an equal number unregistered. As Vikram was saying, there are so many problems we have to solve, right? And I'm saying, not just in the more fashionable areas like e-commerce and so on, but if you think about healthcare, if you think about education, if you think about fintech, right? Even today, a lot of small businesses still have a challenge in terms of access to credit, right? While obviously a lot of work has been done in the last few years, but even today, it's fair to say that access to finance continues to be a huge challenge. And again, if you take another number, right? We have the last time a survey of the MSME sector was done was back in 2018, I think. The MSME ministry, and at that point in time, they said about 63 million MSMEs in India, right? Which contribute close to about 30% of our gross value add, employ a very large workforce. But again, if you start, breaking that down, close to 95% of those 63 million MSMEs employ less than 5 people. Okay, so which means they're essentially more what you might call livelihood businesses, and not really enterprises in the conventional sense of the term, right? So I think, and I think the challenge for us as we go forward is how many of these startups can scale to becoming SMEs, right? And then start to become larger. While obviously there's a lot of focus on 140 unicorns or 120 unicorns, we also know that there are very few profitable unicorns, right? They've all been built using my venture, your money model, right? So I think there's an opportunity for that. So obviously digitization allows companies to be able to access markets worldwide. So for example, clearly, if you take IT, the SaaS sector, right, where you build in India, but build for the world, right, allows you to build businesses very frugally without too much capital. You can have, sorry, you can have your development done here, okay, and then obviously your markets, you need some front-end capability out there. So from a government lens, what is it that the government can do? Obviously, I think in the last few years, a lot has been done by governments, both at the center and obviously in Telangana. So as Anil ji just referred to, creating an ecosystem where we have entities like T-Hub, TSIC, V-Hub, Rich, Task, and so on. We've created a supportive environment, but there are still some challenges. Okay, and I think obviously while there's a lot of focus on we still, for example, a lot of our people in the education, right, today, while we turn out close to 12 million people, young people join the workforce every year, a lot of them are, technically I would say not employable, right? So if you ask me what are the things we should be doing as we go forward, I think our education system needs work. We need to create more people with skills which are relevant. So skilling, I think, is going to be a big area of focus. We have to continue on, on simplifying and for the regulatory landscape, continue to make it easier for people to set up businesses and shut down businesses, right? And also this access to credit, right? These are challenges which we have to solve, right? So physical connectivity, I think, is getting better. So much work is being done on infrastructure. Digital connectivity is getting better, but there are still 4 or 5 issues which, need some work.
Atmanirbhar Bharat was introduced. At that time, the MSME Act was modified, and the definition of an SME, MSME was redefined. So to include far more people under the medium scale, definition. So today, a medium scale enterprise is one which can, invest up to 50 crores into as investment and turnover of 250 crores. So all the firms and companies and corporates who are doing up to 250 crore turnover is a medium scale enterprise. And so if you look at that definition, the purpose was that, the government, or you can get a lot more facilities and benefits if you are an SME from the various government schemes that are available. It's just from the point of view to help that scale and growth from a micro to a small to a medium scale industry. So micro, as you know, a micro is a company or a firm which has an investment of 1 crore and a turnover of 10, and a small enterprise is one which does 10 crores investment and 50 crore turnover. So to scale up, there are various so many incentives which are now being given by the government. There are various policies that have brought by the government, especially with the focus on Atmanirbhar India, where they want India to be the manufacturing hub for the world. And that's where most of the SME segments are. So mostly they are into manufacturing and with new startups. So again, one more thing is, there is always a lot of people ask that what is the difference between an SME and a startup? And why is it a startup? And, of course, all business enterprises, whether, and all those who are running businesses are entrepreneurs, right? But we have a specific category of startups is mainly because startups is something which brings innovation. Right? So the innovation that is being brought now with all the new young people coming out and trying to solve various problems, as already said, that there are so many problems and issues that are there, which have to be resolved, given the complex, as we are evolving with newer technologies coming in. There are many, many problems that have to be solved, and these technologies will help, for which we need innovation. And I would like, Vikram to at least give a story of Recycle, which is very interesting, and what they are doing and how they are, helping, in achieving the sustainability goals. They happen to be our client also. So, but I'm sure I would like Vikram to talk a little bit about his enterprise, just to know that how innovation is playing and how they're trying to help in sustaining, in the sustainable goals. So with this, I think there is a lot. Of course, this is the right time for the startups. India is the buzzword across the globe, and the entire world is looking at India being the youngest in terms of, the numbers, as rightly said by Srini. We are all under 35, and there's so much of energy with all the young people, and everybody is wanting to take that risk of becoming entrepreneurs. So I think we are in the right age, right time, and the next 30 years, it's India time, and definitely, everybody talks about that India is going to overtake even US. That's the kind of buzzword. So we are today and I'm sure that with the policies of the government and, the private sector coming together, we are going to really have, our economy is going to be far, far more in the country.
gathered here for STAB ISV Awards 2023 in Hyderabad.
Just what do you think, like how are ISVs driving sustainable digital innovation using leveraging Microsoft partnerships and STAR program that has been designed by G7CR?
We heard a lot about sustainability. We're talking about sustainable living. We're talking about digital innovation. Digital innovation is fantastic. India is doing great. What we've noticed, I've personally worked with over 500, 600 founders of technology companies. Um, it is important while we are building digital innovation. And a lot of the IT leaders from the enterprise space will today agree with me that they've all created IT debts over a period of time. Now, all of them are looking to clear that up. But sustainable digital innovation is something that ISVs can help drive, right? If your platform or your technology innovation or whatever you're thinking of is going to solve a problem and it's unique, like we see in Recycled's case, right? So that's a very good example of sustainable digital innovation. But if you were to build a marketing platform, so all of us have business processes today, right? From sales, CRM, have distribution, we are building e-commerce site. So we have these fantastic ISVs that they will talk to you today, who have invested so many years of effort, expertise. They have done jobs, they have understood the industry and built software products that can help solve you just that problem, right? And if you were to do it individually, it will cost us a lot of money, effort, people, and we are unnecessarily trying to build a CRM platform, for example, right? Or an automation platform. So this is what we say sustainable digital innovation, where we're using these ISVs expertise, because it's just not working with one organization. They have hundreds of customers and they're learning from hundreds of customers. They're investing in tech. They're passionate about solving that specific problem. And ISVs help you do that. Now, today's panelists will talk about it. We have 14 hit solving security problem for all of us. We have Resultech solving marketing automation problem for all of us. We have a lot of award winners from the STAP program, each one of them solving a lot of problems. So that's what sustainable digital innovation is going to be. We reduce our carbon footprint by not creating applications that don't scale and other stuff. We leverage this, and ISVs play a very big role in this transformation. Of course, there are partners and ecosystems and support that is available for ISVs to grow. And from the previous panel, we also learned about India. A lot of customers have told me also, hey, Jess, you should make in India, but sell outside India. Right? That's because people are okay to pay. And after you reach a maturity level, Indian customers are like, no, this is too expensive. Now, when you make it work in India market, it will definitely work everywhere, because the program that we have, some of you visited our stall, it's called STAB. We've onboarded over 390 plus ISVs to the program. And some of the international ISVs have reached out to us because we are providing support to sell in over 60 plus countries. When they reach out and they tell me the cost is like, nobody in India is going to buy this, okay? But my India partners will be able to sell anywhere in the globe because we are able to match that economics. So I think that's what it is, like digital innovation and how ISVs can help you are really becoming a technology enabler today. Right?
How Microsoft is investing in ISVs and startups in terms of scale through commercial marketplace, joint GTM, and co-sell opportunities.
So to Neha's question, I'll start with Azure Marketplace. Think of it as an online catalog of products and services via which an ISV, a startup, can connect with Microsoft customers globally. I'm sure each one of you right now, sitting here, you want to expand your reach to global markets. You want to sell to North America, EMEA, APAC, basically beyond India as a market. So marketplace is really the best place for you to get that visibility, to get that traction. And talking about traction, by being on the marketplace, an ISV today gets access to more than 4 million monthly shoppers. And who are these shoppers? These are Microsoft customers across 160 plus countries. Apart from this, we're also enabling our ISVs, our partners, to plug into a reseller channel. So we have, as I said, tens of thousands of CSP partners that you can engage with in a partner-to-partner motion. They'll help you expand into new geographies, expand your reach, and you can really use this channel that Microsoft has built. It will be available to you once you are part of this partner ecosystem. And finally, when you join the co-sell motion with Microsoft, you get to work directly with the Microsoft sellers. I'm not sure how many of you are aware of this motion. Basically, as you partner with Microsoft, you get and you reach a certain threshold of consumption. You can work directly with more than 15,000 Microsoft sellers. You can exchange leads. They'll help you, introduce you into their accounts, explore new opportunities, progress existing opportunities. So it's like, bilateral flow of leads that happens. So as you grow with Microsoft, as you grow with G7CR, expect more and more investments directly from Microsoft for joint GTM. And of course, G7CR will work very closely to you across this partnership journey. So I hope I have answered your question, Neha.
How typically this partnership with Microsoft helps enterprises, businesses of all scales, to grow and through the collaboration, which is like the new currency of doing business, right?
See, this is an ecosystem play, right? So we are all part of an ecosystem and we collaborate, not compete in this new marketplace. And the currency is collaboration. Just to give you an example, if you look at the cloud marketplace, right? So you have the cloud service provider, which is the Microsoft here. You have cloud ISV partners like Resultix, like me here. And then you have a person who stitches this all together and delivers it as a service to you, which is our G7CR here. So there are a set of partners here who come together to enable you to function on the marketplace.
How do you think your solution or any such solutions like yours is enabling, businesses of all types through different offerings that you offer, provide in the marketing space?
Today, be marketing or technology, so everyone is thriving through only one goal. It is a revenue making. It's the end of the day, it's revenue. So even though Resultix is as a startup, it is the enterprises is our bread and butter. We understand the need of the startups, and so we have created two products, SME products, where it's already in the marketplace. And one is Marketing Star, which is a tool, is a DIY tool, to do it your own tool, so where immediately a brand can reach their customers through email, SMS, QR, and WhatsApp immediately on the same day. And so the other tool is Smart DX, where Google has already announced that they're going to stop the cookie tracking or something like that. So we have a product for that, for the brands. So they want to know what their customers are doing, or so how they engage, how they've been seeing the brands in the website or in the mobile apps or something like that. So we have a tool for that, and so the brands can leverage that tool to use their cookies to know the unknown audiences to the known thing to make their revenue faster.
How Resultix as a company, reaching out to SMBs across the globe and, tapping into new avenues through marketplace or, global expansion plan that you see with commercial marketplace or Stab or with G7CR in the next couple of years?
To survive and to thrive for any ISV in deeply competitive markets, and deeply cluttered markets like we see in Asia, it is imperative to have really differentiated products that are relevant, and also to have a robust go-to-market strategy and marketing outreach and sales strategy. So Resultix has on both the counts we have specific strategies. First is to make the product available for SMBs in terms of whether it's simplifying the product or looking at how what the accessibility is going to be for those products, seamless onboarding. So what we have introduced is a plug-and-play, do-it-yourself kind of a solution. Huge banks and conglomerates such as Tata and Tata Neu. App is powered, the customer engagement for Tata Neu is powered by Resultix. And so we have had experience in large implementations. And we kind of, when we went through the phase, when we came to a point when companies were not really ready for a solution such as Resultix, and then push from G7CR and companies such as you, we kind of distilled it down to a smaller product, lightweight version, which can be easily used by all SMBs. And that's where we have developed Smart Dates, which is a digital experience product. Easy, it resolves for identities across different digital touch points. And also to automate, say, if an SMB wants to run a quick marketing campaign across 2 or 3 channels, preferred channels that they have, and you have a solution which is also cost effective. And we have made it accessible through our own website and through the marketplace, and also through our partnership with G7CR, who are our distribution partners as well. So the way we see it is this emerging in the next 3 years, we want to be accessible to all SMBs to make the product accessible, as well as our ambitions is to be relevant, build more relevant products, and also over a period of time make sure that we are available to the right target segments. And marketplace strategy obviously is going to be a big strategy, along with working with partners.
That is the STAB ISV Awards that are hosted in collaboration with G7CR and Microsoft for ISVs who deliver innovative solutions.